Hi everyone, it's Ashley, and today I'm going to show you some new cardstock that I just bought. I went a little cardstock crazy and bought a couple of inches of cardstock. It's been a while since I bought any cardstock, and I found that I wasn't really liking all the old colors I had. So I started out with some Bazzill cardstock, card shop line, and this is really nice, flat, smooth, textured, untextured cardstock. My goodness, maybe I should not be doing this today. It's flat, untextured cardstock, Bazzill card shop line. There we go. But it's really nice and thick. It is really thick quality. I picked out lots of pastel shades and white, and then really nice off-white. And I just bought one of each to start with because I found that colors online aren't always accurate, and sometimes I don't like them in person, so I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of sheets, and I figured I could always order more. So if you're looking for a nice flat cardstock that's thick, either to stamp on or for painting or for punching, I don't know if this will cut in the cameo yet. I haven't tried it. Some Bazzills do and some don't. I would recommend the card shop line by Bazzill. Okay, and then I chose a few shades from American Crafts because this cardstock cuts really well in the cameo, and I wanted to have a few colored sheets, so I went for lots of bright colors. Just thinking about colors that I'm interested in now. I didn't want to buy shades I may not use. Or anything, so some sort of sea foams and teal and lighter powder blues. I think this pale one I remember was called Shrimp, and it certainly has like a shrimp color, but I think it's going to be great for some summertime photos. And this actually isn't cardstock, but it's chipboard, and it's Bazzill chipboard, and this came from a cherry on top, and it is super thick. It is probably about as thick as like a child's jigsaw puzzle. You can tell I'm a mom. You know, like the thin little ones that they get. So like way thicker than cereal box cardstock. You certainly couldn't punch through this, but it's really, really sturdy. It's going to be great for gluing pattern paper on top of or using for album covers, and it's fairly reasonable. I think like 74 cents or something a sheet. So if you're looking for a nice sturdy, thick chipboard, I would recommend this stuff from Bazzill, and it's carried at a cherry on top. Okay, and then I made a big commitment just to go for white cardstock. So I bought 6 sheets, I think, or so of, this is by Bazzill, and let's see if it says it on the back. Oh, it's called Cream Puff, and it's a really nice off-white color. It's not too yellowy, so I find sometimes it's really hard to find off-white cardstock that isn't too ivory based, or has sort of a yellow undertone to it. I like manila cardstock, but this definitely isn't manila, and this is a nice cross-hatched texture. So if you're looking for a nice off-white cardstock, I would recommend Cream Puff by Bazzill. It's really pretty. I'm very happy with it. And then I bought a flat Bazzill. This wasn't from the card shop line, so this isn't as thick as the card shop Bazzill. So if you have regular untextured Bazzill, the card shop untextured cardstock is actually thicker than their regular stuff. It's probably almost twice as thick. It's a very sturdy cardstock. But anyways, this is just the plain stuff, just natural. It's called Natural. And it's very similar to the Cream Puff. It's a little bit lighter than Cream Puff, but again, it's just a really nice off-white without too much other colors, undertones of other colors. So I am also quite happy with that. And then I bought a whole pack of 25 of Swiss Dot by Bazzill. This is the stuff that has little tiny debossed polka dots all over it, and this does cut in the cameo. So if you find any Swiss Dot paper, they carry it at Michael's. They've got great colors at Michael's, actually. You can sometimes get it on sale, which is really nice. But I bought a pack of 25 from scrapbook.com because it cuts really well in a cameo, and I like that it has a little tiny bit of texture to it, and it's polka dot. Sometimes I get kind of bored of like the linen kind of textures of cardstock, so I like to sort of mix it up and buy something that's different than the standard release. And this is a whole package of just plain white, untextured cardstock, also from scrapbook.com. So again, I like to have this for punching. I don't know if we'll die cut or not, but it's just nice to have plain white. And this is one of my favorites. This is orange peel, white, Bazzill, I think it's just called white. Yeah, white orange peel. It's a great texture. It just sort of has a slightly nubbly, uneven kind of texture to it. And then a whole package of, I think this is 60 sheets. Yep, 60 sheets of American Crafts white cardstock, and this cuts in the Cameo. So now I have a great assortment of papers, and if you're in the market for any types of white cardstocks, I would recommend these. They all have slightly different tones and colors and serve different purposes. Alright, thanks very much. See you soon. Bye!